Yes, I'm Janette Bailey and I come from Stowmarket in Suffolk, and I have 2 grandchildren, 1 granddaughter, 1 grandson. My granddaughter will be 9 this October and my grandson was 7 in May. At the moment I don't have any contact with either grandchild. It all started through my divorce proceedings going through, and contact between myself and my son and his wife became rather distant. No one has actually come and sort of discussed anything with me, and in all the times that I have tried to write, or I have written actually, and never any reply. I can only assume there was a difficulty, but as I say, with no communication verbally, no one prepared to discuss anything, I can only assume sort of answers to some of the questions. Yes, I first heard about Grandparents Association from a friend who had seen the programme on morning television, and so I got the telephone number and gave them a call and spoke to a lady on the helpline who listened and listened, and from there I became a member of the association. It was a release really, because it was something that you just didn't know which way to turn. And it's something that you tend to repeat to friends and family, and they probably get fed up listening to it. Yes, no, I hadn't heard about the Grandparents Association before until my friend gave me that telephone call. I've attended conferences for the Grandparents Association and got to meet many people that had similar situations and very varied situations, and from that I became a helpline member. Yes, had an invitation from the Grandparents Association to come along to one of their meetings and show what actually goes on with the helpline, and to give us as much information as possible, and to attend a training day, which I did, and then from there on to go to meetings for volunteers. And yes, I do enjoy it. It is important to have that support from other people, and you meet so many lovely people that sadly are in situations similar to myself. There are so many varied call-outs that come online, and you listen, and that's the important thing to do. Some are quite easily sort of sorted out, and they just want someone to chat to. Others can be quite in-depth. Yes, the lawyers list that we refer to is made up of family law solicitors, and they have that expertise in that field to help people in that situation. From my own experience and my own situation, it is very helpful to get that information and help and support from the likes of people in your situation, and also people on the Grandparents Association and with the referral list. After many years of writing to my son and daughter-in-law with no response whatsoever, probably about 6 years, eventually went to my family law solicitor, who eventually managed to get a letter reply from them, but unfortunately they did not want to take up the offer of a meeting. I did manage to see my grandchildren last year when they performed in a dance display, and I was absolutely thrilled to see how they've developed. I wasn't invited, but I was able to attend through a very good friend who was able to get a ticket for myself and my sister. Well, I believe it's over 1 million grandparents in the country that are actually denied contact with their grandchildren. Grandparents can lose contact because of the breakup of their own children's marriage. I lost contact with my grandchildren through possibly my own divorce, at which the same time my son had got married and had the granddaughter. In my case, I really don't know why we've lost contact, and maybe I will never know. there's been so many unanswered questions that, who knows, can only hope that one day they will allow me to see the children.